So Yuko's ancestor swapped bodies with Yuko in order to show everybody else that she is, in fact, Yuko's ancestor. And by that I mean she's never tasted victory in her life. We also had a nice ending scene all about wieners. Probably, I think so anyways, I don't know. But we are going to get into episode 5. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. I mean, early access also on Patreon, but whatever. But other than that, we are going to get started. Oh, I'm so proud of. I don't know. Why did you said that? She's such a reliable little sister. She's a fucking bard, dude. Oh. Oh. She's just gonna have it with bread? And let's battle. But she's at lunch right now, hold on. But then... Well, the trophy wouldn't last, because it either rot or you eat it. Ah. Too thin? The bread is too thick. Maybe it was... Oh shit. Oh my god, were you an orphan and they've brought you in and raised you to be a Machikado girl? Oh, out of pity. Thicker slices. You know, thick slice of bread is pretty good. I like it. Albeit, you probably shouldn't be eating white bread. Just like those extra thick, just regular thick. Best friend! Dad! God damn! I was thinking, why did Momo... why did Ryo give her her backpack, but... Courtesy, yeah? The utmost importance. Oh. Yeah, like a gun, sister! Come on now! Well, as long as it's below 2,000 yen. Damn, girl, you wanna work in the military too while you're at it? Says the girl who's doing her ancestors' bidding. Staring out into the cameras. Ooh. It's slightly above the 2,000. Camera magazines. This is like chump change to be. Yeah. The different type of tails. Ah, very nice. Oh, you wear your heart on your sleeve, or at least in this case, on your tail. Yeah, come on now. Best friends take pics with one another, right? Why do you have to be tall? Yeah, why do you... Whoa, that's another debt added to you. I'm not lending it to you, I'm lending it to Ryo. She wasn't even looking at the fucking... She was just taking a picture like this. She has a very good photo composition. It's like natural. That's just a fucking trap. That's a fucking debt trap. Give it. Get. I think that's Anri behind her. Why is there a turtle? Oh no. Oh, damn. The fucking, like, NES sound effects. The balls, tossing the balls at the laptop. Ogura, was that her? Is that her name? I'm finally fucking Ogura-san. Anri's friends. Okay. Oh shit, water! Oh! Why is she running with a full fucking bucket of water? Original elixir. I wanted you to test it. Uh-oh. He's so grumpy. Look at him. It's all because of this dog. Look, if he's... It's just a barking dog. Don't worry, for the most part, until, you know, the leash breaks. Then panic. What, wait until night? Well, you could always leave the laptop on the ground. They have 4 legs. Oh no! This is how the dog appears. The old lady just literally passed by that dog. Your friendly neighborhood ancestor. Oh, wow. Is it because of the laptop? Oh. Crisis management form. Damn, look at her having her own magical transformation. What a fucking outfit, by the way. Literally covers nothing. Oh my god! My concept. How do I transform back? Yeah, dude, she was staring right at those biddies. She was just like, whoa! Ah! Wow, she just left it at the... Oh! Alright, if you broke it, Ryo, it's your death, not mine. Oh no, the water! The most dangerous place is in the house. It's not the school. It's the bag. It's back into the garbage. She probably knew that you were gonna go through all this, and she put it on a... She put it in a cover that was... Yeah. Waterproof? Strong shock absorbent? Even if it is, I can fix it myself. No! You fuck with her mentally! Understandable. Alright! That was a pretty nice episode, right? It's a lot more focused on just Momo and Yuko. And we also got a little bit more of Ryo there, and so we got to see what type of, more of like what kind of little sister she is, right? Of course she's the competent one, but she's also the one that like looks up to her sister. Looks up to her sister, that even if she kind of knows the flaws from her sister, she's willing to be like, no, don't worry, sister. I'll exaggerate the story for you. I thought about writing notes for this episode, but I will be honest, there really isn't anything for me to write notes about. At least that's what I feel anyways. I feel like there's really nothing for me to write notes. So what I'm going to do is I'll just go back to the center. We'll go through it scene by scene instead. Alright, so that was episode 5 of The Demon Girl Next Door. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. Again, I was saying we got to see a little bit more of the dynamic that Ryo has with her sister, Yuko, and also the dynamic that she is going to have with Momo as well. So it'll be fun, right? The whole hidden identity that Momo is the magical girl who Yuko is supposed to be fighting, and yet here is Yuko introducing Momo to her sister as her best friend. So very fun. It'll be fun to see what Ryo will think once she figures that whole spiel out, right? She's a smart girl. She can she can figure out this whole she can figure out this whole fucking spiel, right? She'll probably hopefully figure it out faster than her sister in figuring out any other things. Anyways, so I suppose the whole thing with like the laptop and like the camera and everything, right? That's all associated with what Ryo wanted to do in the beginning part of this episode, which is she wanted to do an interview, and of course she wants to do it with her sister Yuko because she looks up to her, and that it's, you know, part of her homework. She needs to write a report on her neighbor, to which is just like, that kind of just... You know, if we were in some sort of other different type of government, that really sounds like a certain other things, right? Getting the kids to spy on their neighbors and family. But it's just a nice little innocent thing, right? Nice little homework for the kids and all that, to get them, I don't know, excited, get them interested in learning about their neighbors and such. Anyways. In the first part, we've got Yuko, who is trying to pay her entire debt to Momo first, but Momo is just over here like, are you sure you want to pay off the entire debt? Because, like, you have to, what is it? Because, like, you've got all these other things within the month that you should probably use the money for, right? You should use it for your sister, you should use it for your mom, your family, right? All the things that you need. You don't need to pay the debt right now. And then she kind of just vetoes it right afterwards, after she hears that Yuko is going to buy something for her little sister, right? She vetoes it, and she's just like, no, we're gonna continue with the 50 yen per month plan. And I'm just over like, god damn, dude. You know, I'm not exactly sure if there are... I mean, I would assume, like, if you go into, like, a 6-month plan or something, or 6-month interest or something, usually they allow you to pay it all at once if you really want to. I've never really seen places that's like, no, you can only pay once a month. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. Anyways. Anyways, go back to this. Go back to the show. It kind of makes me think with the way that Momo deals with this, because she's actively is trying to get Yuko to not pay the debt, and it makes me assume that, you know, she doesn't want to do it because, well, she doesn't want to fight Yuko, she doesn't want to continue on with this whole fighting spiel, right? And so as long as they continue to have this debt that is in between them, the debt is literally the wall that is in between them right now, that is disallowing Yuko to fight Momo the way that she's intended. Right? And Momo is wanting to elongate this, which is why she kind of made the debt a little bit bigger. I mean, it's not that she made it, it's just that it kind of just rolled into it, right? As I suppose what Anri said, that she, what is it? Yuko's going to snowball into, like, a mountain of fucking debt. And so that's kind of what I kind of have a feeling of. It's kind of in the same movement as Yuko giving the change. Oh, actually, she said she had 2,000 yen, but she actually... Well, she said she was gonna pay off the 2,000 yen, right? So, she technically... Yeah, she had enough money for... Maybe, right? She had enough money for the camera. The camera was like 2,130 or something, so she had 2,200. So, yeah, okay, she was able to pay for it. So, she gives her the money, and as Yuko is trying to... Sorry, as Momo is trying to tell her to, like, hey, maybe buy some other things, right? Hey, if you take your money back, I'll give you this free slice of bread. And... Yuko kind of gets to this point where she says, I see you're conflicted about all of this. You gave it away by how you're acting. And then Momo just kind of looks away. She's like, I didn't give anything away. and it's like, I don't know, maybe Yuko did kind of catch on, but at the same time... Actually, no, not at the same time, but like, well, no, at the same time, she doesn't really, truly, perhaps, understand what Momo's true motives are, if she has motives, right? Other than to put Yuko into more debt. But, okay, I just remembered in the scene as well with Momo putting her, her wiener into her Why did she put it like a hot dog? I'm so... There's like, she didn't even fill the entire bread with wiener. She just filled like one side and, you know, she folded it like a hot dog. There's so much bread in between, but you know what? That is, in a sense, filling, right? Anyways, this made Yuko curious about her life at home, her situation at home, right? It's like, wow, you eat a lot of uncooked food or food that's ready to eat. Whether it's the uncooked wieners, to which she said uncooked wieners, but I'm assuming like they're already cooked, but like she just needed to heat it up, but like she could eat it cold like that, right? Like it's. But then again, now that I think about it, Yuko gave her a wiener last episode, and then Momo said, oh, you know, now I took a bite into it, I realized it wasn't complete, or it wasn't finished cooking. So if she eats the uncooked... Alright, anyways, I'm just going to go back to assuming that it's, you know, already cooked for the most part. You just need to, you know, heat it up a little bit. It's like the hot dogs. Anyways. Going back to what I was talking about, yeah, Momo, she doesn't really eat homemade lunch, right? She's always eating processed food, and she's always eating, again, she's always eating ready-to-eat food, like bread. And so Yuko asks, what about your parents? What's going on? And she says, well, I don't have parents. And then she cuts that off, right? Oh, I've said a little bit too much. And it just makes me think, I'm just like, oh, so they took you from an orphan. What is this, chorus recoil? They took you from, you were an orphan and they've raised you to become a magical girl. Or maybe, you know, she became a magical girl as a result of her parents dying from some evil magical sources, right? Or maybe her parents just didn't want her anymore, you know? Anyways, so we got a little bit more insight to Momo, which is very fun. I mean, I kind of already had the idea that her parents weren't around when you got to see her for her fucking home life for like a few seconds. So, kind of expect that, but we still don't really know the reason specifically on why her parents aren't here anymore. So, it'll be nice to learn more and get, you know, clarity on that. Just a bit of a correction. She didn't specifically said she didn't have parents. She just said, I don't have any family, but, you know, parents are your family, so. I continue to enjoy the incorporation of Yuko's tale, and I really like that they were showcasing us the how her feelings are and how it's being processed through her tale. And again, just the incorporation, like here in this scene where Yuko was gloating about her first victory to Momo, and Momo decided to grab her tail, and we kind of saw that there was ice in that water bottle, or in the drink before. And so she takes the tail and she presses it against the freezing bottle. And I love that, you know, Yuko's just over here like, whoa, it's cold all of a sudden. What's going on here? I don't know what's happening. And immediately in the next scene, here she is rubbing her, she's rubbing her tail together. Sorry, I was going down to let you see the green screen. But yeah, you know, she's just over here rubbing her tail because it's all cold. I really enjoy that. And then we've got the tail information from Momo, where she says, right, if Yuko's worried, her tail wraps around. If she's unmotivated, it just flops to the ground. If she's nervous, right, it gets very jagged, right, and rigid. And when she's excited, right, her tail goes up, it starts squirming around. It's so good. They're just like the feelings of the tails, right? She wears her feelings. She wears her heart on her tail. And it's fantastic. I love it. Albeit I'm still trying to figure out, like, her tail sometimes looks really long, and then sometimes her tail doesn't look as long, but, you know, maybe it can shrink or whatever, or maybe it's just the way that it looks sometimes. But other than that, I do enjoy the information on Yuko's tail. Anyways, continuing with Momo's little sad story, Yuko took pity on her, right, and decided that she's going to keep up with the 50 yen per month plan, and she's gonna take her thin bread and just say, just this once, I'll go along with whatever you say. And you know what? You give Momo an inch and she's going to take a mile, so. In the next scene, we see Momo going out with Yuko and Ryo. Alright, Yuko said, you're gonna go along with whatever I said, so I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You can't say no to it because you've taken my pity. Or it's somewhere around there. But here in this part where Yuko wants Ryo to buy whatever she wants because this is the thanks that I'm going to give you, right? I appreciate you as my little sister, and you're going to get to buy whatever you want as long as it's under 2,000 yen. And I love Ryo, where she's just trying to help out her family, or she's just trying to help out her family as much as possible. And she's just an overall, you know, generally smart and caring girl. And even though this is supposed to be what she wants to buy, she's constantly trying to figure out how it could help her family. So I very much enjoy that. But we see that Momo recognizes that Ryo is out here just looking at a camera, right? And it's not even like the most expensive camera. It's literally just a toy camera. And she says it was expensive too, to which, yeah, for their budget, very expensive. But like, damn, the fact that she's looking at cameras, but like she's only looking at like the cheapest one that they've got, which is like the toy USB camera. fucking shit, dude. She's wise beyond her years, just like a lot of these emotos for some reason. So yeah, I really enjoyed this scene. I thought it was very, very cute and very wholesome. And we have Momo, who is continuing to who is continuing to help out Yuko and now Ryo as well, right? She got Yuko to realize what Ryo actually wants, and then she's out here letting Yuko letting Ryo wait. I lost track of what my sentence was. Anyways, Momo's been helping Yuko out, and since Ryo's Yuko's sister, right, she's helping her out as well with printing out the pictures, right? Since it's a USB camera, right? She's got a computer and everything. So there's that whole fucking spiel. So I very much enjoyed that. And with Ryo getting her camera and wanting to take her first picture of, wanting her first picture to be Momo and Yuko. It kind of made me realize, oh, so that's what the whole picture style stuff is in the opening, right? It's funny enough, if Ryo thinks that Momo is her best friend, right, and she wants to take more pictures of Yuko and Momo together. Very fun, right? Just out here documenting the friendship between demons and I was gonna say fairy girls for some reason, magical girls. Very fun. This leads us on over to the second half, where Momo gives her the laptop for Ryo and immediately goes to scare Yuko about it because she's fucking gullible and she's gonna fucking believe you on everything for the most part, right? And it's just like, I don't know, it's just not fun, right? Like, Momo finds like some sort of entertainment about this because she knows that this will happen anyways, but like and so she encased it in, like, you know, shockproof and waterproof cover and everything. But like, just going out and like just saying like, by the way, it's like super breakable, so like keep it keep it to your chest at all times, protect it at all times, because like, if you break it, it's gotta be a part of your depth again. So, you know, and when Yuko asks, like, how much does this laptop cost? You know, she's like, oh, that's a secret. And it's like, it's such a debt trap. And it's just, stop. Like, she's already has a stressful life. Stop trying to fucking stress her out even more. You know, sometimes stress doesn't help you, alright? I mean, stress is literally there to tell you that this thing that you're having, that you're experiencing right now, it's bad. Stop doing it. and yeah, it's just, I don't know. I personally feel it's a low mean, even if it's like a low prank, but I'm also a person who personally don't like pranks, just because I feel like pranks in itself is a low mean-spirited. You know, I don't know, maybe some, I don't know, I don't really know what sort of prank would be fun and wholesome for the entire family. It's because, I don't know, I feel like pranks, it makes you, the person who's getting pranked, the butt of the joke, right? And it's not particularly fun to be that person who's a part of that joke, who's the butt of that joke, right? And so, not really my spiel, right? If you like pranks, that's totally fine. Just don't go pranking everybody all the fucking time, because they're gonna get really fucking tired of you. But yeah, so you know, I'm a person who don't like that in the first place. So like, just the idea of that, and then what fucking Anri said right later on, whatever. I'll get to that once I get to it. Oh yeah, so Momo did kind of hint at the ancestor statue, where Yuko forgot the statue, even though it's supposed to be super important to her, but she just forgot it, and I guess she just dropped it at like the doorstep. Maybe she had it, right? And then when she was putting on her shoes, she had to put it down as she puts on her shoes, but then she forgot that she had put down her statue, and she just left. Understandable, right? That I don't know, I feel like that maybe could be the reasonable thing on why it's like literally right at the doorstep when she finally gets home. Anyways, after Momo gives her the fucking scare of her life, especially the idea of being put in debt again. Not fun. Not fun. But we get to see that she goes through 3 challenges, which is very funny. That, like, she goes through all these challenges at school, but finds out that the most dangerous place is at her house with her clumsy-ass mom and her sister, who's just... You know, she cares much about her sister. And she's like, I heard some yelling thing, or I heard some loud stomps, and she's just rushing out to her big sister. Anyways, yeah, here's the first challenge, which is Anri, and also her seeing that all the fucking sports people are just out here, including a tortoise as well. Good for the tortoise, but that tortoise needs to be careful. Also, a banana peel was also here as well. Very fun. And as she goes and she hides, we see Anri coming in from behind, right? Fucking shoving her. And Yuko just screaming for her fucking life. And she's just like, I was trying to get your attention. To which, like, I don't know, were you yelling at her before? Like, hey. And she says, am I not allowed to play a little prank on my good friend? And, well, I mean, I've already given you how I feel about pranks. So, like, the answer is no. No, you're not. Hey, yo, imagine proposing to your girlfriend or boyfriend and then be like, prank, you just got punked. I take the ring back now. See you later. This ring I got at Dollar Tree. Anyways, after Anri says that, Yuko goes and says, just for today, please hold off on the pranks, right? Like, I'm totally fine with that. And then she just suddenly started, like, juggling 3 balls at once with her... What the heck do you think you're playing with over there? Balls, duh. Like, I just knew that there was some sort of, like, balls joke somewhere in there or not. It's just that it kind of lost on me because I was too busy thinking about some other certain personal situation. Where, so she's just like, yeah, I'm playing with my balls, duh. And Yuko's just over here like, oh god, please stop. No more balls. And she's like, it will break. Are you afraid of balls? They're just like bullets. And she's just like, oh, you think? Is my handling of the racket really that impressive? That makes me so happy to hear. Just wait, I've got a little trick that will smash a ball through anything with a whoosh. Okay, so here in this part, I'll tell you what I was thinking about in a bit. But here in this part, I think what Anri doesn't realize in how, like, scared Yuko is, it's just like, hey, Yuko's telling you to back off. You're scaring her, right? She's over here fucking shaking and shimmering, right? Maybe you shouldn't be so being yourself like that. But the way that the way that Yuko says it, where she... where she's just like, yeah, I'm afraid of those balls, they're like bullets, and Anri just takes that as a compliment, like, wow, you really think that's how fast I hit my tennis balls? Like, I appreciate that, I'm gonna show you my fucking, my fucking smash now. I'll show you how it'll smash through everything, or anything. And so, getting to actually see this whole situation again, it makes sense, right? I don't really put too much of a fault on Anri. That being said, right? A girl's fucking shivering out here, hiding behind a pillar. Maybe you should stop a little bit. And again, pranks, they're not fun. Again, but what the scene was oddly enough reminding me of is that feeling of, I kind of get that sort of feeling from Yuko, where Yuko is like, please stop! Don't do this! Don't stop! I don't want you to do this anymore. And the other person just doesn't really think about it. They're just like, oh, it's whatever, right? It's what. And so that reminds me of the time when I was a kid, and my brother had a BB gun. He's a bit of a gun nut, right? He's got guns out there and all that, but before, when we were younger, when he was, still very much a youngin' and not an old man now. What an old guy. But, he had a BB gun. And he would shoot the BBs right at my feet. And I would tell him, no, stop, don't do it. And he's just like, haha, that's very funny. I'm gonna continue shooting BBs at your feet. And well, guess what? It shot my feet, right? I got hit. My toes, they got hit with the BBs. They hurt, alright? If you've never been hit by BBs before, they still hurt. Bullets will hurt you a lot more, but, you know, BBs they still pretty fucking hurt. They can bruise you, and maybe if you get hit enough in the head with BBs, you might die, especially if you get hit by, like, steel BBs or something, but these were regular BBs that got shot at my foot. And so, I was getting flashback to that, right? As Yuko's telling Anri to stop, and Anri is just not getting the message at all. But let's head on over to the second challenge, or the second assassin. Ogura finally got her name, which and so I was also thinking about like her picture in the opening, where she kind of looked like she had like a witchery item and stuff, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. I thought they were just cosplaying, because I mean the scene before that, you see Anri with like in her like butler outfit, like she's in a bar or something, so I thought it was just a cosplay thing. But here, from the way that Ogura is saying, where she's also wanted to have a close and personal chat. When she says close and personal chat, she really means it. She's just over here we're up close to her with a fucking bucket of water and everything. And so she says that she's trying to create a research group that focuses on magic and demons, and she believes that she'll discover that will be of some use to you. You'd make a great subject. I mean, this would be a great chance for us to become friends, right? So of course she has a different motive instead of just becoming friends, right? You're a great subject. And she had that little fucking ball or something that she just shoves right into Yuko's mouth. Like, Jesus Christ, that looked like some sort of I'm about to kidnap you sort of method. Eat this drug, Yuko. You'll feel fucking great. Oh, actually, I just realized that it finally flipped the switch on me, because I would assume because of what Ogura gave her. Right, because of what Ogura gave her, that elixir thing. If I can just, hold on. Even I get, here is her fucking... You know, I was also looking at this too, and I'm just like, the way that she's holding her. But like, not only did she put the elixir right into her mouth, but she's taking the chance to like touch her horn as well, because we know that she's been trying to do that, like touching her horn and tail and such. So... Okay, yeah. The low elixir, designed to boost magic power. There you go. That's what she said. It didn't really catch my eye, or catch my attention as much, just because I'm just over like, I don't. They're trying to befriend her for I just realized there's an author's note. Sorry, a translator note that says, "Believe me, you don't want to search for these stuff." Now I just want to search it up, but I don't at the same time. So the fact that she says image search of those, it's like it takes us on over to the second challenge, which is the big doggo, right? But as she thinks about how she's very scared of the doggo, she gets a connection from Lilith, and Lilith is just over here like, wow, your connection's really high right now. Right? And I didn't catch that part, where the reason why she has it high right now is because Ogura gave her the elixir that she just ate. So we get to see her for the first time changing into her crisis management form. So she has her own little magical girl transformation. Except this is, Shadow Mistress Yuko now out here. And, like, she's in this outfit. It's just like, wow. Her bazingas are just humongous. Also, I love this, tail interactivity where she's, like, wrapping herself, right? The way the tail was, like, loose at first, and then it wraps around, like, it coils around the pole. Very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed that. But, yeah, as I said, this girl just came out and she's just like, whoa, hello there. Yeah, I see you and your friends are occupied. Fantastic. But she finally gets home, right? The biggest danger is her house this whole time because, well, she let her guard, the house is where you let your guard down, so here it is. She trips over her statue. The statue falls into the garbage, and Ryo steps on the bag, and then her mom comes out with a fucking bowl of water, just shaking. Don't worry, Yuko, I've got a bowl of water for you. And her mom, being the clumsy woman that she is, I suppose Yuko certainly got her clumsiness from her mom. So her mom just drops a whole bucket of water. That looks like, that's a lot of water that's inside that small little bowl. It's not small, but it's a medium-sized bowl. There you go. Also, Jesus Christ, she fell like face first. She got from this frame. Wow. Eventually, they figured that, the ruse is up. The computer still works. Maybe it's still like an old computer, like what she said was true. It's just that she just kind of omitted the second half of the truth, right? That like, hey, this is really breakable, but I've laced it with this, which, on a really weird sense, I kind of understand that, like, you have to keep Yuko's guard up, because if you let Yuko put her guard down, everything is gonna come crashing down, because, like, if you say, I've got all these things that's lined up to it, so it should be safe for the most part, right? Yuko's gonna be like, oh, that's totally fine, right? I've got this waterproof linen that's inside here, I don't, it's like, and then the next thing you know, she fucking drops it into, like, the ocean or something. She finds out it's not all that waterproof, right? So, in the end, in an ending sort of feel, I get where Momo is coming from, if that's how she was. I mean, I feel like that's maybe, I don't know, now I'm starting to think maybe that's not what Momo had intended in the first place. Maybe she just wanted to fuck with Yuko. But, again, keeping her guard up and, like, not letting her put her guard down it's, in the end, kind of alright, right? Because, like, they did suffer damage, but it wasn't all that much for the most part, so there's that. there is that. So yeah, she just says that so it's probably not broken. Even if it is, I can fix it myself, right? And so, but that part right there, that's the fucking that's the fucking lie, right? Where she says if you break it, it's going to be added more to your debt. But then here in this in the letter, he says I can fix it myself, so don't worry about it. And it's just like, well, if you said don't worry about it, then why'd you made her worry? Unnecessary stress. But, like, again, at the same time, I'm like, she probably would have had dealt more damage if she knew that this fucking thing has a waterproof finish and it's in a bag that handles strong shock. But before that, I just wanted to relook at this conversation, because perhaps she did say, I guess that's why Yuko's like, oh, why is that laptop so heavy? It's because there were other stuff that was inside it, because, the laptop by itself, from the way that it looked, it wasn't that heavy, right? If it was like my sort of laptop, where it's like a dual screen, that's a heavy boy. Hold on, let's see, it would be the best future graphics software. I'll be straight with you. If you throw balls, you have to be careful with it. I'm being serious. Wait, actually, it'll break easily. That's a C. Okay, so so it's, sorry, it's not a lie. It's an omitted truth, right? Where she didn't say that it'll be a part of your debt. She's just implying it by saying it breaks easily. And then when Yuko asks, how much does this laptop cost? Momo says, oh, that's a secret, right? She's omitting some truth, which, it's still not good. Right? The whole idea of, like, well, look, I didn't lie. I just omitted some truth, right? And it's just like, I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever. But in the end, we've got the first newsletter from Ryo, I suppose. First of all, items to improve the atmosphere. Big sister talks about her aspiration. Devil visits the store. I love that she bought the pillow donut. I actually, also in terms of, like, the horn stuff, I do like that she made note of it, that like, yeah, I've been sleeping, and like, you know, sleeping on your back is fine with your horns, I would assume, but like she wants to sleep on her side, and like she's got horns, and she's just like, yeah, this is really fucking hurting me. So I like the idea that she's just like, yeah, I gotta go buy a donut pillow so I can put my horn in the hole. Very nice. It's just a lot of details that, you know, people don't really often pay too much attention of, right? It really feels like in some anime, horns and tails are really just accessories, and they're not like a part of your life, right? So especially if you just like suddenly got it or something, right? It's just like, oh, suddenly I have a tail and ears now, or I have tails and horns now. But then they never really talk about like, well, how do you fucking sleep with it? Right, they're very stupid, not very stupid, but they're like very minor details that you don't really need to know, right? Because you can probably imagine it yourself, but it's always nice to know that the mangakas who, or just, sorry, creators, right, writers who put details into this just to show us that they do care, they do think about these sort of details, and I enjoy it. I like it. But that's gonna be it for me. I'll write like smaller notes. I said I wasn't gonna write notes, but I'll probably write some notes because I've realized that there are some minor details that I do want to put in for episode 5, but they're going to be very short. But I've got like 3% left on this battery. It's been at 3% for a while now, so I'm really surprised that it's still running this 3%. But thank you guys for sticking around, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Oh, and also, yeah, I'll write whatever in the description, but, you know, you probably already clicked off, so